Alright, little blast from the past. Looking at the shoe wall today, I'm going to bring you guys back to the original prototype pairs for the Atreyu Running Company. Right here you can see that this is the developed sample shoe for a company called Pennyroyal. In fact, we were originally wanting to be called Pennyroyal before the trademark was denied from the US Trademark Office. And so it gave us the opportunity to pivot and rename the company, or reattempt to create a trademark for a new name, which I'm super pumped about landing on, Atreyu Running Company. And but yeah, it was originally called Pennyroyal. Penny being thrifty, royal being badass. The kind of fundamental kind of idea behind what was originally our business model, which was a subscription running shoe company. We've since deviated from that, moved into single purchase, doubled down on the values, and are having a great time doing it. But that was the idea. This sample was made in August 2019, so the 10th of August on 2019, and I'll show it to you. It's a wild pair of shoes. Let me show you this one. Now, this was the first sample that I ever received. And it blew my mind. It's got this parachute upper, ripstop, Tyvek-ish upper that was similar to the original Nike Mayfly, kind of like a Mayfly Saucony Kinvara-esque, midsole hybrid, something that was super light. I think this shoe was around sub 5 ounces, and but it's the same midsole we're using today for the base model. Although this original midsole was just EVA, and today we use a supercritical EVA, which is a little bit more resilient, a little bit more, it's a little lighter, and a lot of folks are finding it to be a little bit more durable, just an all-around better compound than standard EVA. 6 millimeters offset neutral distance road. That was the idea for the subscription shoe on the first prototype. We deviated from it primarily because I had a buddy who is a sub 220 marathoner, and he said that when he was testing the shoes, they didn't corner well at his 5:14 miles. Rory Tunningly out of Austin, Texas, and when a guy like that tells you that it's not going to accommodate the support of the stability on the upper for an elite runner, then naturally there's just no alternative. You change it. Or you amend it. And we couldn't amend it because this particular material, because I guess we could have amended it with sewn on overlays, but this particular material didn't take adhesive very well. The binding of it just didn't take adhesive very well. It didn't do with heat transfers or TPU overlays for like a toe cap, or even welding on TPU underlays or overlays for a lacing system to be torqued, kind of like tie that to the chassis or the strobel board, to kind of be able to torque the laces to lock it down on the foot. It just felt a little swimmy. For an average runner, myself, it kind of just felt amazing, sock-like, and but I wanted to accommodate all ends of the spectrum. It featured the same microfiber lining tongue that we use today, although we learned that the color transfer was a thing that I didn't want to deal with in customer support emails, so we went with the standard white with overlays over that to avoid that. Had some elastic laces, and as you can see, it had to use screen printing for the original marks on the side. And I guess it could have been cool, but secretly I also just wanted to make a kind of a aesthetically beautiful shoe too, and with this upper we just found more problems than there were to be benefits. But at the end of the day, it was so awesome. The last run, I don't know, kind of a secret part of me just wishes that maybe one day we can re-release this style as like a special edition and do a limited run or something, see if people would be interested. I know they would, just because it's so rad. But I tick marked how many miles I put on this shoe. Looks like more, because the last race I performed in it was the 70.3 Ironman World Championships in Nice, France. I think that was in 2019. And you're dumping electrolyte formula all over you the whole time, or water, or what have you, and into the heat. So I really put them through the gauntlet on that race. And triathlon can be pretty unforgiving with the amount of junk that you dump on the shoe. But all in all, had the outsole tooled right into the midsole, just like the base model is today. It's got that same ethos, lightweight, beautiful. Hope y'all enjoy this blast from the past in the shoe wall of the original sample, the first sample to ever come from the sample room in Asia, put on my feet. I'm a sample size 9. This was a size 9, sub 5 ounces. Just blew my mind, y'all. It was the coolest day, coolest moment. See the socks through the material. She says, hope y'all enjoyed this little blast from the past. Looking forward to showing y'all some more in the archives. Thank y'all for watching. Talk to you soon.